Hi everyone, my name is Zaheer Kadry. We'll be talking about Islam today. Islam is a religion on peace, kindness, and harmony, not violence. Introduction and outline. Reading in Islam renouncing violence, kindness in Islam, peace with own neighbors and humanity, kindness to animal, kindness to nature. The Islamic greeting is salam and peace or peace. Greeting in Islam, salam meaning peace. Always we start with salam, any casual, random meeting with any human or any formal meet and greet. First main point, Islam renouncing violence, promoting peaceful interactions. Renouncing violence for peaceful interactions. And 1, anti-war verses in the Quran. 2, God commanded the Prophet always to de-escalate conflicts and seek peaceful exit. Be just kind even with enemies. The Prophet was enraged by the murder and mutilation of his beloved Uncle Hamza. However, God told him to seek an even revenge, or better, to observe patience. Islam is anti-violence even with arch enemies. In time, God may bring about goodwill between you and those of them you now hold as enemies, for God is most capable and God is all forgiving, most merciful. God does not forbid you from dealing kindly and fairly with those who have neither fought nor driven you out of your homes. Surely God loves those who are fair. God only forbids you from befriending those who have fought you for your faith, driven you out of your homes, or supported others in doing so, and whoever takes them as friends, then it is they who are the true wrongdoers. As often as they light a fire for war, God extinguishes it. Their effort is for corruption in the land, and God loves not corrupters. Abu Bakr, the first caliph. Abu Bakr commandment to army leaving to Syria. In his speech to the eager volunteers who answered it, he told them if he truly reported to do no harm to women, children, and old people, to refrain from pillage, destruction of crops, fruit trees, flocks, and herds, and to leave in peace such Christians, monks, and Kurds as might be found in their cells. Second main point, Islam commands kindness, caring, and honesty. God is kind and loves kindness, and He rewards for kindness in a way that He does not reward for harshness or for anything else. Be kind to self, immediate family, neighbors, community, and nature. Honesty in Islam, translation: he who cheats is not one of us. Smiling is a charity. Smiling is a charity. Self, the Prophet said, your own soul has rights on you. Also, he said, the ultimate jihad against own desires and evils. Love your brother what you love for yourself. On the authority of Abu Hamza Anas ibn Malik, may God be pleased with him, the servant of the Messenger of God, peace and blessings of God be upon him, that the Prophet, peace and blessings of God be upon him, said, None of you will believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. Neighbors in the Holy Quran worship God and join none with Him in worship, and do good to parents, kinsfolk, orphans, and the poor, the neighbor who is near of kin, the neighbor who is a stranger, the companion by your side, the wayfarer you meet, slaves whom your right hands possess. Verify God doesn't like such as are proud and boastful. Whoever believes in God and the last day should do well to his neighbor. Parents' rights, O messenger of God, who from amongst mankind warrants the best companionship from me. He replied, your mother. The man asked, then who? So he replied, your mother. The man then asked, then who? The Prophet replied, again, your mother. The man then asked, then who? The Prophet replied, then your father. None of you has faith until he loves for his brother or neighbor what he loves for himself. I affirm that all human beings are brothers unto one another. The Hadith Islam. All creatures of God form the family of God, and He is the best loved of God, who loves the best His creatures. The Hadith Islam. Adopt forgiveness, instruct what is right, and ignore the foolish. Third main point: kindness dealing with nature, animals, and plantations. Animal treatment, kindness to living beings in Islam. A woman entered the hellfire because of a cat which she had tied, neither giving it the food or giving it food, nor setting it free to eat from the vermin of the earth. Kindness to stray dog. Another narration says, once a dog was going around the well and was about to die out of thirst, a prostitute of Banu Israel happened to see it, so she took off her leather sock and lowered it into the well. She threw out some water and gave the dog to drink. She was forgiven on account of her action. Kindness to animals. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, said, Messenger of God said, while a man was walking on his way, he became extremely thirsty. He found a well. He went down into it to drink water. Upon leaving it, he saw a dog which was panting out of thirst. His tongue was lolling out, and he was eating moist earth from extreme thirst. The man thought to himself, the dog is so thirsty as I was. So he descended into the well, filled up his leather sock and with water, and holding it in his teeth, climbed up and quenched the thirst of the dog. God appreciated his action and forgave his sins. Companions asked, shall we be rewarded for showing kindness to the animals also? He said, a reward is given in connection with every living creature. Fourth main point: people represent themselves, not the faith. 1. Many people are violent per their own nature, hence we should not link any personal act to the faith. 2. The culture has more influence on human behavior than religion. 3. Expert panel stated that the safest neighborhood to live and raise your kids is among Muslim communities. Conclusions: Islam doesn't condone violence. Islam aims at human discipline, self-control, is the utmost form of jihad, and 4, we must live in peace. Sources and references: 1, Holy Quran; 2, Prophet Sunnah, Prophet sayings; 3, Prophet Seerah autobiography; 4, Imam Bukhari textbook; 5, Imam Muslim textbook; 6, Imam Nawawi textbook; and 7, CNN News peer review article. That's all, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Assalamu alaikum.